Hello and welcome. My name is Esther. So today we're going to do a reading just after this eclipse and all of this new energy that has shifted for everybody, just to kind of see what you need to know. Most likely it's a healing phase. So after this eclipse, it brought a lot of healing. So first and foremost, we're going to pull from the healing waters and just see what best advice you need for the light workers, star seeds, those on a spiritual path, really reattuning to listening and where you need to shift or change. The healing lagoon, rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, it's safe to stop. Beautiful. So there may have been significant amounts of changes right now. And ride the waves, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Yes, so most likely a lot of change that has been quite hard. So we're going to pull a little bit of tarot on this, get some advice on the healing lagoon to start with. So where is it that you need to maybe just allow yourself to come back home to you, to really heal what you've gone through, to really take accountability, to really recognize what's for you, what's not, where you need to shift, where you need to refocus, where you need to reground, and also just allowing yourself to slow down and to stop, to really regenerate, because as we know, we are no good to others if we're not whole in the self. So very vital, especially if you're in any entrepreneurship for humanity, or the highest good of others. So Spirit, please, best advice on the healing lagoon. Healing lagoon, best advice, please. Thank you. The healing lagoon, what do they need to know? Healing lagoon, please, best advice. Okay, those really wanted to drop everywhere, but we're just going to only take what fell out. So you've got Death and King of Wands. So first and foremost, Death came out. This is heart chakra orientated. So most likely a lot of heartbreak. However, it's a major arcana, and what it says is, I'm willing to let go of past versions of myself. So this is where maybe you've been resisting stepping into your calling, or you've been resisting going forth in what you really want to do in the world. And Spirit's saying, this is a time of spiritual transformation. This is about letting go of the past. You have to move forward. Regardless of how painful and heartbreaking it is to let go of the past, it's also about recognizing the highest good of others. So even if you're struggling through this and it's really painful and possibly a lot of regret there, a lot of remorse, perhaps wrongs that you've done or wrongs that were done to you, this is a time of both inward forgiveness and outer forgiveness, and the understandings that sometimes you need to let others go for their highest good. And also, those that are not meant for you will not remain in your life. So it's about also making space for the new that wants to come in, and the new elements of self-discovery, of really being honest with the I am, honest of the internal elements of whom you are. Because the death is really about new beginnings, but it's also about letting go. So it's about really taking that courage and that strength and that resilience. Heal yourself, get back home to yourself, back into your wholeness, recalibrate and reset your sights forward into what it is you really want to do, and where you want to go, and what it is you want to gift out to the earth, to humanity, or to others, or to Mother Earth herself. So this is a lot to do, like, also with sudden endings, right? Sudden and unexpected upheaval, and this eclipse will bring about a lot of learning. So anything that you're not paying attention to or listening to is being eclipsed out. And that can sometimes be really abrupt. Sometimes it can be health issues. Sometimes it can be physical losses, losses of home, losses of job, losses of vehicles, perhaps, losses of friendships and partnerships and marriages, and so many unexpected releases are happening now because this eclipse was really about eclipsing out anything that is not for the highest good, and that can sometimes be lessons. So for some people it can be really challenging because this is such a challenging time, because you have to learn, you have to shift, you have to make those changes even if you don't want to. So if you're put in a really challenging position, it's truly your spiritual team trying to reposition you into what you're supposed to do, as well as where you need to grow, where you need to learn, maybe where you need to self-reflect or take accountability or inner recognition. So this is a lot about the cleansing, the purging, and revitalization of your soul, of your essence, of whom you are, right? Because this is stepping away from things that are no longer for your highest good, things that would have kept you stuck or held back. And you may have at one point really wanted this, but then when it comes to the point, perhaps you faced a lot of fears. And this is where it's okay, you have not lost anything. You know, growth and healing there's no specific timeline. You can go as fast or as slow through it as you want. So really obtaining that courage, really retaining your focus, coming back home to you. Try your very best to just blind out the external noise, the opinions of others, the expectations that you may perceive others to hold over you. This is really a vital time to come home to the self, come home to the heart. The death card is actually orientated to the heart chakra. So where can you come to more grace and love of self and honor of self, and kind of forgive what was and understand it with love, and honor elements of past with love rather than with regret or remorse or sorrow or pain or obstacles or all the challenges it brought or all the elements that made you feel like you couldn't be you and you didn't feel like you fit. That is eclipsing out. You're finding where you fit. And what a beautiful thing. You also got King of Wands, leadership. So just say yes. Utilize your intuition again. Utilize that sacred magic that you already know you hold. And come back to this healing lagoon, right? Heal your heart, heal your being, come back into that leadership role. Because the King of Wands is about being in charge of your own life again. Be in charge of the forward movement, where you're going and what it is you would like to do. This is about decisiveness, independence, and loyalty. It's about your optimism and sometimes impulsiveness. So temper that and really be mindful, utilizing the third eye, right? Trusting of the self, trusting in the forward movement. And this is also about you taking a role as perhaps like a speaker or someone who holds a lot of wisdom and knowledge and gifts for others to really heal and transform through. And perhaps that's been through your own mistakes or things that have been done to you and how you've learned and grown through that. But in tandem with that, you hold an ancient wisdom. You hold an ancient power that is meant to be heard, that you have wanted to let out for a long time. You have wanted to be able to give back and to create something in the world of goodness and of betterment, both for yourself and all those around you, the highest good of self and the highest good of all that around you. So it's really about the inward healing work, right? The healing lagoon. And this is really rejuvenate, right? It's saying recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. So don't feel like you are worthless or unworthy if you feel like after this eclipse and after everything's transpired and perhaps many things crumbled or many things have gone wrong and many things are upheavals or changes or shifts, and it feels like, well, it feels like death, right? The death card, transformation. And this feels, perhaps even you feel like you're at rock bottom in some regard, in some aspect or another, but you're not. And you're safe to take a step back, to reassess, to recalibrate, to come back into inner honor. Move your body, treat it with goodness, treat it with health, treat it with love, treat it with gratitude. And this is where you are now. This is what you're emerging into, is this inward period, so you can strengthen, recalibrate, and go forth into this leadership role, because this is your destiny. This is very destined. You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to be one of those lights that leads others, an inspiration for others. If you would like to write, begin writing. If you would like to shift your career, begin just each step. Just start focusing on even the smallest amount that you can. Just take that one step. And this is about taking charge and initiating your many projects. You may have all of these things all these dreams, all these aspirations, and Spirit is just begging you and urging you and supporting you to just take the step. Just do it. Just take the leap, move forward, let go of the past. It does not define you. It's a part of what has grown you, taught you. Hold the past as a gratitude for all the lessons, the learning it has taught you. Whether you've done wrong or wrong was done to you, it has taught you something. It has shown you where you need to shift and grow, but it's also shown you what you align with, what you don't, what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to not accept, and where you can now realign with the elements that actually honor you, honor your heart. But you have to honor your heart. So Ride the Wave came out as your other oracle foundation here after this eclipse for healing. Ride the waves means life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Exactly. Everything to do with the past is life lessons for your growth. Every obstacle and challenge is actually an element of the gift, right? It's divinity in the self, is that balance of light and dark. It's about understanding the value in the learning and the lesson and the knowledge and the wisdom that it's brought you within all of those shadow periods or dark periods, as we may perceive them to be bad, but they're not. They're just uncomfortable, because growth is not always comfortable. And growth requires courage, it requires strength, and it requires blind faith and many other things. So let's pull and see what Spirit has for you in regards to Ride the Wave. So life lessons and growth, you will get through this. So don't give up. Any advice, Spirit? Thank you. You will get through this. Ride the waves. Thank you, Spirit. Ride the waves. You will get through this. So quite a few came through here. First and foremost, the Star. Beautiful. Sorry, that for some reason made me cry. So don't give up hope, don't lose sight of your dreams and your magic that you hold in you. This is about hope, recognition, and inspiration. It's about finding contentment and calm, right? And that interweaving. And one moment. Sorry, that one really got me. I am quite a feeling individual. But the Star card, as a major arcana, it has this beautiful element of a sentence here, and it says, the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. So the Star card is really urging you not to give up. And I feel this in the collective, where so many light workers, so many sensitive souls can kind of feel so much in their environments and sometimes pick up energies or elements that are not even yours. And it can make you behave in funny or unique ways, or think about the self in funny or unique ways that are not of the highest good. And that is where I really feel this really big essence of forgiveness pulling through here, and where Spirit is just saying, Send it love. Come back to the heart. Come back into the kindness. Do not lose sight of your North Star. You are the star. And it's about serenity and renewal. It's about finding your contentment again and finding what is it that you need? Where is that inner peace? And finding the faith and the healing and the enjoyment and the faith in your future again, and not losing hope or losing sight. The world is going through such a chaotic time, and this is where we need you more than ever. We need these strong souls more than ever. We need the light more than ever. And it's about not giving up, forging forth, holding your light, holding your true north, standing strong, continuing on. And it's about, asking for help and knowing that all is well, all will be well, all is well. You also had the Four of Cups come out. So apathy, throat chakra. So this is about regret, refusing offers or missed opportunities. This is focusing on the negative and self-absorption, depression, boredom, frustration, weariness. So daydreaming and fantasizing, and it's like you're looking over these 3 spilt cups, but you're not paying attention to this cup that's in the background trying to reach you. And so this is what you're kind of facing right now, and maybe where Spirit's saying just ride the wave. Life lessons and growth. This is where you're learning. This is where you're growing. You can't stay stuck in the mud forever. You can't, and really honor where you're going, because you also got the Chariot in reverse, which is another throat chakra communication, right? And that is forcefulness, lack of direction, lack of self-control, powerlessness, aggression, corrosion, being blocked by obstacles. So this is really a you with you. This is really to do with your mind playing tricks on you. And we are in a spiritual time. So especially if you are a light worker, you are a healer, you are in some capacity of bringing healing to the world, inspiration to the world, light to the world. This is where you do not give up. This is where, take time for healing and rest so you can get strong, sure. But do not give up on your true north, on that sight, on that hope, on what it is that you've built and what it is you've worked on for so long and you've believed in for so long. It's here for you, but you have to take it, right? Because you've also got the Hierophant, another throat chakra. So really, really working on that mind and the communication with self and the world. And because this is about traditional values, going against what maybe people think is conventional. Maybe you're going against the grain. You're doing something very unique, very faux pas, very brand new, which honestly the world and the earth needs. They need that reinventiveness, the newness, the inspiration, the magic of doing things in new ways, unique ways, and collaborating with others in unique ways. So this is very about like marriage or commitments, religious beliefs shifting or changing, and you're now coming into divine unions and marriages that really connect with you, really harmonize with you. This is about, your knowledge sharing in social groups and educating yourself, but also educating others. This is a very knowledge-based card. The Hierophant is all about the knowledge and the hierarchy, guidance and conversations, interactions, collaborations, that giving and receiving, that bouncing off of ideas. Ride the wave also with, you will get through this. You are probably facing a lot of pain because you've got your grounding in reverse with the 10 of Wands, right? So this is insurmountable problems flogging a dead horse, duty bound, you know, this is really where you may be beating yourself up for what has gone wrong, or blaming yourself wholly for elements that have changed in your life, when really Spirit is trying to say, you're okay. You've got the star here. You know, the star is the universe shows me I can have faith in my dreams, right? This is where you're really in your mind with yourself. This is really where you need to be delegating wisely. You need to be just let go of what's around you. Refocus into the self, because this is where your monkey mind is focusing on past. It's focusing on others. It's focusing on wrongs done to you, wrongs done to others, things falling apart, whether that's help or whether that's health, or whether that's losses of stability, right? This is major stability loss. This is also health concerns. This is also completely crumbling under the pressure, because you also got the Ace of Wands in reverse. You were hesitant, missed opportunity, wasted talent, potential, and infertility. So this is a very painful time, but it is a rebirth time. Essentially, you're being gifted a time to rebirth yourself. And you're being gifted a time to really take accountability and turn the light within. Really shine the perspective within you. No more pointing outside of you. No more blaming. This is, woe is me because of this. This is where it's about taking honor and accountability and pouring love into it as best you can. And that's why the forgiveness piece is so massive. We're going to pull actually a clarifier here. So Spirit, can you please give a little bit of a positive outcome and hope? So really the collective is going through a lot. Clearly, a lot of people are really struggling. A lot of chaos is happening, whether it was done to people or people have done it. Now, what can we look at here? First and foremost, with the Healing Lagoon, best and positive outcome for the Healing Lagoon. Thank you, Spirit. Four of Pentacles you got, so the Healing Lagoon. So try not to hold on too tight to everything. And it's really about knowing that you have more than enough now. You got the High Priestess. So really going within that higher element of whom you are. Come back to the heart, come back to the intuition, come back to your higher knowing, your higher capacities, not giving up, right? If you've had this experience in the past where you would always try and it would never work, now it's time to really hold the vision, hold the light, hold that true north, and know that yes, you have it all already. All of the magic, all of the answers, all of the gifts are within inside of you. Reset your focus on all the beauty of you rather than all the lack of what was. King of Pentacles. So this is major success. This is resting on your laurels. Prosperity is coming in all ways, you know? This is being blessed in all ways. This is being blessed financially. You will have a home. You will have a new relationship, a new place, a new opportunity, career. It's all about harmonizing into the calm and reaping the rewards of it. And then you also, with Ride the Wave, best advice, highest outcome, ride the wave. Oh, whoopsie, that's a bit wobbly. Spirit, any highest and best advice, positivity for the Spirit, ride the wave. What can they be looking forward to? Thank you. Wow, again. That is so interesting. Okay. I think this is the second time you got, Four of Cups. Okay, Four of Swords now. So this is really about an inward healing. This is really about a lot of pain. This is a lot of pain you're going through right now. So Spirit's just saying the pain is soon to be behind you. You got the death and rebirth a second time, the death card. So this is huge. This is, if this is showing up twice, then it's really showing you that, you know, sometimes when we don't listen, the universe will shift things for us so that we really crumble, we do the work, we make the changes, the necessary changes, so that you can align with your highest timeline. If you've been hoping and wishing upon a star to reach your highest timeline, then death and rebirth, I mean, Kalima, be careful what you wish for. And secondly, you got the star again. The star again. The universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. So once more, the star poured out. This is amazing because this is a double confirmation that you hold all the answers, right? We're going to do an animal oracle spirit message. Thank you. Best advice, eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. The higher view. Don't lose faith. You're okay. Spirit has your back. Trust in where you're being led. Flow with it. Let go of the past. Spunk spirit. Know your worth. That's funny. Know your worth. Gosh, you know, you can't just sit there crying forever. Know your worth. We're going to pull a little healing message. Healing message, best advice, oracle, to close this out. Know your worth. Spirit has your back. Forge forth. Redirect your energy inward. Bring it back home. Take time to heal, regenerate, strengthen, because you have a task. You have the star. You have a destiny. You have an important mission. Your final oracle. Charge forward. Be willing to make mistakes. This is about the process. And it's a unicorn. This is a magical horse. You are the magical horse. It even looks metal. You are the magical metal horse. You're shining bright. You're reflecting in the night. This is powerful. It's energetic. It looks like energy flows, actually. Very much flow with the energy. Flow with what you know. Charge forward. Be willing to make mistakes. Just do it. Take the pressure off. Explore. Be you. You've got this. You are so loved. The collective has your back. You are valuable. You are important. Don't give up. These obstacles, these challenges, they too shall pass. All will be well. Come back to your heart. Come back home to you. Be kind to your being. Love your being. Believe in yourself again. You are more than worthy. You are perfect because you exist. You are valuable because you exist. And you are deeply loved. You are deeply loved by many in this lifetime and above and beyond. Your guides, guardian angels, all of them, they are here for you. Many blessings. Thank you so much. Cheers.